Hey y'all, welcome to the third episode of my classroom setup series. I'm here in the room. It looks exactly the same as it did at the end of episode 2. I haven't done anything. I haven't been back since. I brought a couple of things. You can see the bags. I also brought my curtains from home. They're the curtains I got last year during my redesign in December. I'm hoping they fit the windows. I don't know what the sizes are. I haven't measured these. So we're just going to wing it and hope that they work. Normally I wait and do curtains at the very end. That's kind of like the finishing touch, like lighting a candle. But it's just crunch time and I go back to work Wednesday and the kids come back in like a week and a half. So I'm just going to stick the curtains up today and hopefully it'll cozy up the room and hopefully they'll fit. So all rules are thrown out at this point. They were supposed to fix the air yesterday. I just have walked in. I haven't checked it yet. So I'm going to cross my fingers that they have and that the curtains work and that I can get some paper on the boards and get a couple of boards set up. So just chipping away slowly but surely. Hopefully I'm chipping away slowly but surely.
Remember when you said we'd stay together now until forever? Just us. Said we wouldn't be like all the others, fight and hurt each other. Not us. But we let each other down, yeah. Yeah, we let each other down, yeah. But we let each other down, yeah. Yeah, we let each other down, yeah. This shouldn't be hard.
Okay, so the curtains are up. They're a little too short, but not enough for me to fix it right now because there's just way too much other stuff that needs to get done. So later on in the year, if it gets to bothering me, I may fix it and do something, but for right now they're perfectly fine and I can move on to something else, which is going to be this board because it's just an eyesore right now. I need to get it covered and done with borders, so let's tackle that.
Feels like time is going faster than it seems. We were just two kids who were trying to live the teenage dream. We could see no reason why we should ever try to go to sleep. Remember every weekend we stayed out late and then went home to me. I wish that I could live that dream again. Cause it was only you and me back then. We were never growing up, said we'd be young forever. You taught me how to love and nothing could be better than you and me, baby, it was you and me. We could never fall, and nobody could break us, yeah, I thought we had it all. Take me back to when it was you and me, baby, it was you and me.
Okay, so I finished this board partly. I've done this single black polka dot and then I think I'm going to go back in, although it looks okay. If I left it like this, of course I would trim this up. This is an actual board like y'all saw, so it's got this black trim around it. So technically I could leave it like this and it would be fine, but I think I love the wide polka dot with it and making it like a double border. So I think I'm going to do that, but in order to do that I'll have to hot glue onto this. So I'm going to wait for the hot glue to heat up and then add the second border. So while I'm waiting for the hot glue to heat up, I think I'm going to go ahead and start working on this one, and I'm going to try and use the same paper, variation of the same border, going with the black and white. But this is the only other actual board in the room. Everything else I'll have to create. And I don't exactly know where I'm going to do that. I know I'm going to do it somewhere back here. But I'm just trying to tackle the two that are actually pre-made. So let's start working on this one.
Until something better came along.
Okay, so this board is completely done. Well, I say completely done. It's made, and then I've of course got to put something on it. But the border's done, the paper's done. If you can't tell, I did a double border with the polka dots and the gingham. I really am happy with, I would be really happy if it would focus. I don't know what's up with the camera today. Okay, there it goes. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I don't exactly know what I'm going to use it for. It's usually our picture book of the day board, because this corner was always the classroom library, and it had the rug where we did the read aloud. I'll be sad here in a minute. But that's of course not what we're going to do it this year. So I don't know what I'll use this for, but I'll figure something out. Okay, so now that this one's done, I'm going to go back and work on this one and put the wide outer border around the edge.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
Okay, so this board is completely finished. Here's a close-up of the border. I really like how that turned out. So now it's time to create the boards that aren't already there, because like I said, it was just those two that were there already. So I've got to figure out what I want to do next. This one makes the most difference because it's the biggest space, but it's also by far the hardest. And I usually have bookshelves that are higher, and it helps me place the board, and this year I don't have that. So I don't think I want to start with this one next because it's just a little too tricky. I think I'm either going to go with one of these because there's going to be a board somewhere here, most likely over there. If I get a ViewSonic or a smart board or anything. Right now I have no technology other than a projector. If I get a ViewSonic, most likely it will go here. So I don't want to do anything there, and if I don't, then that whiteboard is going to be for instruction anyways, along with this side too. I think in my mind that's what it's going to be. I do need to border this, but I think I was talking about that in episode 2. I don't have enough border of anything, so I can't border today, even though it desperately needs bordering. So I'm thinking that normally I leave a little bit of white space on one of these boards, but since all the kids have to face one way and I've got them facing the front of the room, then I think I just need to cover up all of this space because we can't all turn and be on this board this year, if that makes sense. So I think I'm gonna go, my first year in 5th grade, when I was in a room that's exactly set up like this, I did 3 boards. I'll try and insert a picture if I can find one. I don't remember what I had on each of the 3 boards, but I really liked how it looked. I don't remember if it was like usable and if I ever did anything with it, but I think that's what I'm going to do here. So I'll need to split this and paper and border all of that. So I may tackle that, or I may tackle right here because I usually put a board here. Most of the time it's my evidence board. One year is my VIP board. I don't know what it's going to be this year because I haven't planned anything out because I don't know how instruction's going to be, but I know that there's going to be a board there. I also need to paper the wall and the cabinets, so there's quite a bit left to do, but I think that I want to tackle this board next. Maybe so, I don't know. This one's cinder block, so it has to be hot glued, and those are always so hard to do. So I don't know, I'm gonna take a break and eat a little snack and determine what to do next. Okay, so I've just had my snack and I thought about what I want to do next. And I think I want to tackle this board. This one's gonna be the one that all the kids are facing. I'm trying not to make y'all sick. All the kids are facing this way. So they're gonna be facing this board. I don't exactly know what I want it to be yet, but I know that because it's right here at my teacher desk and it's at the front of the room, I know I don't want it to be like whiteboard space that I use because it's just awkward to get to. So, and plus, like, it's just too much whiteboard. I won't use that much. So I'm gonna use this little space right here to create another board and like display posters on it or something. Maybe I should use it as like our picture book a day board and do the book covers there, since now I'm gonna have to sit up here. Maybe that's something I do. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. But this is the one I'm gonna start on next. Hopefully my battery will not go because I've used it the entire work session up here and it hasn't gone yet. So y'all know I can't get through a video without having some sort of technical difficulties, but we're gonna cross our fingers that doesn't happen. So I'm gonna stop talking now and get to work so that I can preserve my battery life. Okay, so my original plan was to hot glue, which I know a lot of y'all are cringing about because it's a whiteboard, but I've always been a big fan of using hot glue on a whiteboard because it peels right off. I've never had any damage to a whiteboard using hot glue, but I know a lot of people always comment when I do that. But this, of course, is a whiteboard, so it's magnetic, and I just had these little round disc magnets to hold the paper in place while I looked at what size I wanted, and then I realized I could just keep it up here with the disc, and then by using this border, the discs are hidden. So it's made it very easy to put this board up, which I'm loving. Now whether it stays or not just using the magnets, we shall see. I may come in the next time and it be completely in the floor, but for right now, I'm a big fan of the magnets. Okay, this board is completely done. The paper's crinkling a little bit, but once I put whatever I'm going to put up here, I don't exactly know yet, but once I do, I'll put some magnets like in the middle of it and it'll lay it down. So that issue will be fixed whenever I do the board, but it's done. Okay, so I think that's going to be all that I do today. I'm a little unsure about what to do here because although I like the whole one board color with it just being purple, I'm afraid that I'm gonna have too much purple, especially if I do this whole wall like I normally do. But I don't want to just do a small little board here or even nothing here because it just looks bare to me. So I thought about going back and getting some black and white polka dot paper. I normally use that. I use that in a lot of boards. I'll try to insert some pictures so you can see what I'm talking about, but that would still go with my theme, but it would kind of break the purple up, especially if I do boards here. I mean, I won't do all purple here, but I'm just worried that it's too much. So y'all let me know what you would do or what you think, because I'm leaning toward breaking up the purple, the lilac, and doing a different color but stay within the same color scheme that I've got. So I'm thinking black and white polka dot right here, and I think that would help break everything up. Okay, so that's going to be it for this third episode of my classroom setup series. I'm going to go home and plan out what I'm going to do on the rest of the boards and where I'm going to put the rest of the boards and what kind of paper I'm going to use for the rest of the boards. So I will see y'all when I start on the fourth day of the classroom setup.